Prior to 9/11, Congress had a lot more say in regard to whether or not the United States goes to war. Now, after 9/11, unfortunately, Congress ceded much of its war powers to the executive branch. And now that Trump is considering a sustained military campaign against Iran, which would be absolutely brutal and disastrous for the United States, you have Representative Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie working together yet again. It's a bipartisan effort to put a war powers resolution on the House floor as early as next week. Now, it would prevent President Donald Trump from unilaterally declaring war against Iran, but there is a pretty big problem. There's an obstacle here. Most Republicans, of course, are willing to just go along with whatever Trump wants to do on any issue. And unfortunately, this happens to be one of them. There's still plenty of neocons in the Republican Party. Let's not forget about that either. And two Democrats have already stated that they will oppose the resolution. Okay, so they are Representatives Josh Gottheimer and Jared Moskowitz. So let's hear from Moskowitz, who says they should just rename it the Ayatollah Protection Act because that's what it does. Okay, we should just name you, the representative from Israel. Because explain to me, Moskowitz, exactly why the United States should attack Iran when Iran does not pose a threat to the US. Its ballistic missiles can't reach us. So what are we gonna get out of it? Because we're gonna pay for that war. Money we don't have, by the way, so we're gonna increase our national debt, which is already disastrous enough. And if it is a sustained military campaign in an effort to overthrow the regime in Iran, then you have no choice. You need to have boots on the ground. And obviously that risks the lives of our soldiers. But even if you don't get to that point, obviously we have soldiers based in that region who will be a target should this war pop off. So there's that. Now let's take a look at how much money these individuals have taken from AIPAC. AIPAC Tracker does great work. And when it comes to Jared Moskowitz, that number is $741,058. When it comes to Josh Gottheimer, it's over $2 million. Cenk, back to you.
Yeah, they're sellouts. They have betrayed America. They work for Israel. It's crystal clear. They're supposed to be Democrats who are anti-war. The minute Israel wants war with Iran, they say absolutely. And if you are not in favor of it, you're in favor of the Ayatollah. Sounds like Dick Cheney, okay? So I don't want anybody to get confused, okay? There's wonderful Jewish American legislators who've been opposed to this throughout. Bernie Sanders doesn't take any AIPAC money, is opposed to sending more money to Israel for offensive weapons. Jan Schakowsky, we're going to talk about later in the show about wonderful progressive Democrat who's Jewish American, saying withdrew her endorsement from another candidate because she took money from AIPAC. She's like, no more money from AIPAC, okay? And so that's beautiful. So I don't want you guys to see Moskowitz and Gottheimer, who are core evil, and make any wrong assumptions. They just have chosen to serve Israel instead of America. That's their personal choice. They partly out because of the legalized bribery. You see the millions of dollars they've taken. And for whatever other reason. But those two, I've tracked their career. They are loyal to Israel in every way. They always vote for Israel. Not only do they do that, they're the kind of thugs who come around, and if you don't support Israel, they say you're an anti-Semite, you should never be allowed to speak, your career should be ruined, etc. They try to bully Americans into serving their beloved Israel. They're disgusting, and we should not go to war for Moskowitz and for Gottheimer and for all of Israel first, including Fetterman and Mike Huckabee. It isn't about religion, guys. There's a cancerous group in this country. Yes, there's Christian Zionists, there's other religions, etc. But that's not the uniting thing. The uniting thing is they have decided, for either because of largely for money, but there might be other reasons, including, yes, potentially blackmail, that they are 100% going to serve Israel. This war with Iran has no benefits for America at all. We already wiped out their nuclear facilities. Their ballistic missiles can't reach us. They're saying that Israel and American politicians are so concerned about Muslim lives in Iran. That's why their heart is broken and they want to serve the Iranian people. Literally no one in the country is that dumb to believe that, literally no one. I mean, as they say it out loud, they probably have to be humiliated that Israel forced them to say such a stupid talking point that no one would believe. So what's our interest? They say, well, I mean, they also help Hamas and Hezbollah. Yeah, that's Israel's issue. Those organizations haven't attacked us. They barely even exist now. Israel already obliterated them. No, Israel wants the entire Middle East totally defenseless. And as you're gonna see later in the show with the Mike Huckabee interview, yes, the greater Israel means they want almost the entire Middle East. And the way you do that is by getting us to destroy all of those countries and their militaries so Israel can continue to expand, which they have expanded and expanded since 1948. And all of our politicians are almost all of them are liars, almost all of our media is liars, and they keep telling you that Israel's the victim as this imperial empire grows and grows and grows. And what is so frustrating, Anna, is that it grows with our money and our troops. Thousands of Americans died in Iraq for Israel. They never had any weapons of mass destruction, and they never did and Iraq didn't do 9/11. Iraq hated Al Qaeda. So I'm done with all of the liars. They're the conspiracy theorists. They're the sellouts working for a different country. And when they get us into this war, which is nearly inevitable, remember to blame Jared Moskowitz, Fetterman, Mike Huckabee, Gottheimer, Trump, Biden, all the sellouts who don't work for America and work for Israel. We're up to here with it. The American people can't take it anymore. So how much are these people going to continue to betray us? The minute Iran sinks any of our ships, this country should be on fire against Israel, They're 100% the reason we're going to this war. Literally, no one can give us a single other reason that we have to fight that war other than Israel has ordered us to. And they bought our politicians, sellout sons of bitches. I'm 10,000 times more angry at them than I am at Israel. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.